Welcome back, folks. This is Tommy, Help with Gadgets, and we've got a neat little knife to do a disassembly and cleaning of this evening. This is the Berg blade Mutt, and it's a smaller knife that's on the smaller side. Still able to get 4 fingers on it, but neat little knife. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to swap this out and put on a T6 into the driver. By the way, this driver can be found in the down in the description, a link to one of these. They are pretty neat, and you can find that in the description below, as well as some of the other items that I use for disassembly and cleaning. While we're at it, if you hadn't hit that like button, please do so if you enjoy my content. Also, if you aren't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. And I'm trying to figure out if there's if it's holding that in. There's 2 on this side, but it doesn't look like this one. Let's go ahead and take the pivot out and see what happens. I was saying, hit that subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I drop a video. Appreciate everyone that has subscribed. Appreciate y'all that make comments as well. It really helps my channel out when you do that. Again, I appreciate those that take the opportunity to chat with me via the comment section. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I don't think that doesn't appear to be, but something's not loose there. So let's go ahead and carefully just going to go ahead and take the screws out of that other side. I don't think the clip screws holding it in. But this is the first time I've disassembled this knife, so it's always fun to get into a knife and try to figure out how it's different from the other knives that you may have. It would have come loose. It was just alright. No worries. Okay, got an internal stop pin there. Go ahead and drop those bearings into the alcohol bath over there, as well as this pivot. Let's go ahead and see if we can get these washers here. All right, there's one. You can tell it's got some good bit of oil on it. Let's get this one out if we can. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it. I'm just trying to get it to flip up. It suctions it right back down there. It's trying to be difficult on camera. Alright, let's see if we can't clean this thing up a bit. Nice little stone wash blade. Hollow grind. fuller that runs the length of the blade. I like it. If you haven't checked out Berg blades, they have some pretty neat designs. I've got the Berg blade Sweeney, which is a neat knife. Let's not lose that. And I think that needs to be in the other side. All right. We'll play that by ear putting it together. And now I just want to wipe down. You can see there's some extensive milling here on this little knife. And a pretty neat tiger stripe anodization on the scales. You can see how that looks when it's cleaned off. Got some collars there. I don't know that the collars, I'll have to try to see if those collars will pop out. Same goes for this side. Just kind of cleaning it, wiping it down. Got some weight reduction pockets on this side as well. And then we'll get a cotton tip applicator, dip it in the alcohol, and run it around those. Also run it around in those pockets to try to clean out any junk that may be there. Can I get these out? There we go. I'll actually drop that alcohol as well. And then clean these where the pivot goes. Alright. Set that to dry. Let's see if I can get this one to come out. It's moving, it's just not wanting to. A lot of times that oil that's that you see kind of keeps things sucked down into the, and it's that side's not wanting to let go. Let's see if I can. I don't want to scratch those, so let's just clean that side. Yep, and actually that got it to release. It's a good deal. Now I can get the grime out. Alright, actually gonna get a new one. And clean that out really good. Alright. Now that I've done that, I want to actually wipe down those areas again. Same for this side. Get that lock face there. Detent ball. Alright. Let's let that dry and start to clean these pieces. I do not know what material that pivot collar is made out of. I will need to see if I can't research that before the review, and I will try to let you know that. I may be able to throw it up on the screen as I'm editing the video, but I may not know the answer by then either. So, I don't recall seeing anything on the certificate of authenticity, but It doesn't mean it wasn't there. It just means I don't remember seeing it. Alright, again, wiping everything down. Trying to get the old oil, and in some cases grease that's used when they're manufactured. And I think I'm going to have to grab the T8. Nope, that was a T10 there. There's the T8. That's one of the smaller pivot screws that I've seen. It's not a bad thing. It's not a big knife. And they had to do that to accommodate those collars. So, not a bad thing. Alright. Let's see. So it looks like there's some, maybe not moisture, but there's something there. And let's go ahead and pop that one in. Let's try the other one. We'll go with that one. Alright, and nope. Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's place a washer there. Let's go ahead and place a bearing right there. Gonna take some Gunny Glide. I like using Gunny Glide, and put a little drop on each side of the pivot there. Once the balls start rolling around, they will spread that out. All right, I think that's correct. Let's go ahead and slide the blade on. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit inside here and let that run around. Okay. We want to put another bearing there. We want to put a washer. All right, we got our body screws, our collar, and our pivot screw. We should be ready to pop this on here. I did put some, I didn't put any here, did I? Okay, and I didn't put it on the detent ball. Alright. Need to put that washer back on because I don't want to assemble this thing and then find out that I have left something out. If you've watched my videos, you will see that occasionally that does happen. I will think I've got everything good to go, and I have to take a step back, take some parts out, and try again. Alright, I'll put that collar in there. Okay, and then I'm going to get the T8 on the driver here and put a little bit of that blue Loctite stick. To me, that's just a lot easier than the liquid stuff. I actually, for the first time the other night, had to take a soldering iron to a knife and try to get some of the Loctite out of it. I had taken the pivot barrel out of the knife, and the pivot screw was still stuck. It was actually glued to the scales. So that was a first for me, and it wasn't a whole lot of fun because it wasn't the way it was supposed to wasn't the way it was supposed to be. So, all right, let's put body screws in, and then we'll fine tune adjust the pivot. So I want to slide that one out, and this is one of the reasons I like this this driver. I can one hand swap bits. All right, there's one. There's two. And then let's flip that over and get that back. That one there. Tighten that up. And I think we're good and snug there. We want to tighten those snug, but not too much. All right. Now let's get a T8 back on there and adjust this pivot. Tell it's still loose, so we're gonna have to do some tightening up there. And one way that you can do on a knife that has a free spinning pivot, you can actually put some pressure here on the knife and tighten up a pivot. All right, so that got it. Let's actually back off just a little bit, see if that. All right. When I'm checking, I'll see if there's any play. I don't want the pivot over tightened, but I also don't want any blade play. And I want the blade to be centered. So still no play. Action is good. Acoustics are good. See if we can back it off just a hair. And what I'll do is, once I get everything tuned, I'll let this sit overnight and let that Loctite set. And the more I move this, the more I actuate this, the smoother it's getting, because that oil is getting moved around. All right, I'm getting a little bit of play there, so I'm going to tighten it back up. All right. That was my fault. All right, I'm going to leave it right there because I think we're good there. We've got good centering. It's flipping easily. Reverse flick is working awesomely, and the knife is looking nice and clean. So there you have it. Again, hit that subscribe button if you hadn't done so. Hit that like button if you haven't done so as well. And I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment if you so desire, and hope to see you again real soon. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thanks.